Hi, this is your friend Dr. Francis Hayden, and I wanted to share a little bit of my experience today. I'm on a long walk, but before I left, I was in my apartment and I was watching a video called A Widening Embrace, and it's really a remarkable, it's a sort of a feature-length video. It's about it's like an hour and 17 minutes, and it's produced by the Baha'i International Community, and it takes you all around the world, showing the way in which this community, which I've been a member of since 1989, has been able to make such an amazing, unique contribution to social development in the world. They're through sort of video, very well done, showing a lot of very appealing video footage, interviews in communities all around the world, rural areas, in developed and underdeveloped world. How by the mechanism of what's called training institutes, all ages and with a focus on junior youth, can be engaged in making positive social change in their communities. And all of these communities start out with the baseline of certain social problems, whether it be lack of education or drug abuse or alcoholism, unemployment, environmental stressors, the effects of war on communities. And the Baha'is have sort of acted like leaven, sort of like catalyzing the positive social change, and it's taken a long time to get to this point, but in several of these communities that are showcased, the process has begun to sort of take on a life of its own, where the transformation and improvement in the conditions and the morale of the community has sort of begun to be sustainable, sort of self-sustainable. And a lot of people, whether they're members of the Baha'i faith or not, it doesn't really matter, take the spiritual principles of Baha'u'llah that were enunciated in the last century and apply them in a way that is really transformative. To see this done in a way that's not religiously doctrinaire and not oppressive to the individual's belief system, but can sort of create a common community ethic founded on spiritual principles. It's an amazing video to watch. What I'm going to do is in the comments or somehow through YouTube, I'm going to give you a link to this video and encourage you to watch it. I hope that as many of my friends, family, and patients can also watch this, both this video that I'm talking to you on now and also the Widening Embrace video by the Baha'is, because as I've made the point before, as a psychiatrist, your interventions are limited if you have a society which is not supportive of the individual. So having a strong civic community is an essential part of treating someone for mental illness. So I think about what types of communities I send my patients home to. I work in the Bronx and Manhattan, and I'm always trying to be mindful of what kind of conditions that they live in. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video on Sunday night, and I'll put the link in somewhere below so you can see it. Okay, thanks everybody. Mental health, 5 minutes it looks like, instead of a mental health minute. This is Dr. Francis Hayden.